This is very therapeutic for me. Hello friends, and welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you are new. My name is Brianna, my husband's name is Ace, he's upstairs. And welcome to my channel where we don't always really fix things, but we do make them less broken. Today we are finally making over the world's worst bathroom. This has been long overdue. If you watched our We Bought a House video where I showed you guys the world's worst bathroom, this is where it is. I explained how much I couldn't stand the bathroom and how much I still quite frankly can't stand the bathroom. We've already kind of started working on the wallpaper here. Comes off pretty easily. So this is gonna be a much different job than taking off the wallpaper here in this room because there's no wooden panels underneath the drywall in here, which is good. So it shaves off a huge step that we have to take. Hello honey, would you like to show everybody your mug? Very fitting for today. Shall we? Say that again. Ace was just like, I want to know who looked at this wallpaper. I'm like,
yeah, man, cause like looking at this wallpaper, they'd be like, hey, yo,
that's the one.
And then look. I feel like they spoke to their significant other. It was like, this is the one, right? And then the significant other was like, that's the one. They're like, yeah. And they took it to the motherfucking cashier and said, yes, we would like to buy this wallpaper.
Well, you have to consider the time period too.
It doesn't matter.
Well, no, it does matter because like
nope.
trends and style is like.
Not to me.
Yes, it is.
Doesn't matter to me.
Just like bell bottoms are not in style anymore.
They're coming back.
They better not. I'm a millennial. We're millennials and we say they are not coming back. But anyway, like there was a point in history when this was like the pinnacle of luxury, like this wallpaper. It's crazy. It's crazy to look at something now and be like us here from our vantage point in history is like, wow, this is disgusting. Like this is horrible. But like 20, 30, 40 years ago, this was like luxurious. It's crazy. So we've approached the point of removing the vanity.
Not even connected.
Yeah, it's not even like secured on there.
These people suck, man.
At least that makes it easy to remove, right? So this is something totally gross that we came across while we were demoing the bathroom. The baseboards were like made of tile and they had like a metal trim around them, and so when we started to pull those off, the ones that were directly behind the toilet were like moldy. Not a lot at all, but enough for it to smell in there and be disgusting. That's what we had on our respirator masks, gloves. I don't know if I'm going to show it on camera, but I did spray some bleach on the area that had mold on it and, you know, let it sit, kill the mold, and then cleaned it up really well. So yeah, never know what you're going to find when you demo a space.
I think that's about as low as we're gonna get it.
Well, he did say that. He was like, you're not gonna get it completely empty. Welcome to another day of our bathroom remodel. Like I wrote in that caption, this was occurring later on this week. We were obviously planning a full-scale bathroom remodel to include the floors. And after the weekend, we got all the fixtures and all of the old wallpaper out. We decided, okay, let's take a break and come back to demo the floor a little bit later. My husband was on leave from work during this time and he caught a bug and he decided he wanted to start demoing the floor. So that's what you are seeing right now. I say this in every video, but I just feel like I want to reiterate it. Full disclosure, we are not good at this and we are not professionals. Maybe there's a better way to demo a floor. Maybe the best way is to just get right in there with a sledgehammer, which is what my husband did. Maybe there is, maybe there isn't, but this is what we did. So in terms of demolition, this was really the last thing. So this is Ace's temporary solution.
I do MMA, do a lot of mixed martial arts, combat sports type things. So these have saved me from a lot of dead legs, excuse me, and split skin.
The point of this is the tile, as you're breaking it up, it was coming up and like kicking him in the shins.
Yeah, it was hurting pretty bad. So.
I guess you could also theoretically wear long pants, but this actually offers probably more protection.
Yeah, nothing's gonna hit me now.
This is our kind of solution to keep whatever dust that might get in. This project it's actually not very dusty at all.
Not dusty, but I mean a bunch of stuff is flying around.
Yeah, so this is as a precaution, and then he has the door open there, so it's coming up. You're gonna have to do a lot of scraping to get the old mortar off.
Yeah,
because we gotta get it.
That's what I've been trying to like kind of hit as I go along, but that came from the sledgehammer. That's just me popping it with the sledgehammer.
Yeah.
So I'll get to scraping after it's all clear.
All right. So demoing the tile was mostly finished. As you can see, there are some bits of mortar. We did have to go back and, finish scraping all that up, but the removal of the old tile was complete. And I want to take this moment to kind of, I guess, set a precedent for a mistake that will be made later on in the remodel. There were some spots of the floor where we just could not for the life of us get the old piece of mortar to come up. We sledgehammered it, we used a crowbar, we hammered, and there's just a couple spots where it just would not come up. And so we ended up leaving it, and this later proved to be a mistake because it was actually, now that I think about it, it just turned out to be two areas, like two tiles that were right next to each other. Those tiles, after everything was all said and done and after the floor was like completely dry and ready to walk on, those tiles actually ended up kind of coming up, and we had to basically, not for the entire floor obviously, but for those tiles we had to pry them back up, even take off the underlayment and go back and chip off the remaining mortar and start all over. So learning experience, it pays to do everything right from the beginning so that you don't have to backtrack and kind of go back and fix your mistakes. So at this point, demolition is completely complete. And at this point in time, we were still waiting on our tiles to come in. We actually had to drive like an hour to the nearest floor and decor store to pick them up because we had to order them online. So in the meantime, we decided we were working on other things, and other things meant painting. And we had a completely new color scheme in mind. I don't think at this point in this video, I've showed you guys like my color scheme and my design scheme and my like vision for the bathroom. So I'll go ahead and put a screenshot up. I once again used the Reform app to design this whole space and kind of design the color schemes and stuff like that. Available in the Apple Store, very easy to use, very easy to download, and it was great. So the job of removing the wallpaper put quite a few like dents and nicks and stuff like that. Something that I didn't show on camera was all these areas I filled in with like what am I thinking of? Not drywall, spackle. Shallow ones with spackle, and then whatever deep gouges there were, they got filled in with joint compound, and they'd been drying, and we're just sanding them down and getting the walls as prepped as possible for paint. So one coat is down, but unfortunately we realized it's not enough. We thought a quart of paint for this color would be more than enough, and it was not. So Ace actually just left to go just buy a gallon. Paint's on sale right now. These things never go smoothly. In about an hour, when it's dry to the touch, we're gonna come back and fill in a lot of areas that need spackle, or sand down some areas that need more sanding. We knew that was gonna happen. It's easier to see after you put paint on it. So that's where we're at now. Right, Zeus?
Robert Loggia.
I don't think you know who Robert Lowe is.
I do know who Robert Loggia is.
No, you don't.
Brianna. Shut it up. I'm gonna type in Ray Liotta, and I guarantee it's not who you think it is.
Yes, it is. You're gonna show me the picture, and I'm gonna be like, yes, that's him, because I know who the Ray Liotta is.
Which one of these guys is Ray Liotta?
None of them.
You don't know who Ray Liotta is then.
None of those is Ray Liotta.
Which one's Ray Liotta in this picture? None of them. Yeah, she knows who Ray Liotta is.
Let me see.
Which one?
Oh, he was way younger. He's in the middle.
Oh.
So he was way younger. I'm thinking of, whenever I think of him, I think of old Ray Liotta. What's up, Onyx? Supervising, but not doing a great job. All right, I just finished second coat. Really think that did it for the most part. I'm gonna have to come back and do some touch-ups. God, I keep wanting to come in here and switch the light on just like out of reflex, but obviously there's no light. Much better coverage. Second time around. There are gonna be some areas where I'm gonna have to come in and do some more fill-ins with spackle and touch-up. Yeah, so that's where we're at. There's the scary vent. We got a new vent cover too. The old vent cover was just gross, so just adding in a couple new bits to the space here and there. Toilet seat is not new. Toilet is in great shape. I think the toilet was actually probably recently updated. There's a soda on it. But we got a new seat. This seat is brand new. We just got that at Home Depot yesterday. We also placed the order today for the tile. I think that's gonna be it for tonight. Probably later, I will come in and do a little bit of light sanding of some areas that are still not totally smooth. Particularly like down here. I think I'm gonna have to get the orbital sander in there because there's like, it's just pretty coarse because we did some damage to the drywall and we were taking out the baseboards, so. And then tomorrow, we will be taping off edges here and painting this wall. And then tomorrow we're also gonna try and get to the ceiling too. We got a big drywall sheet, so we're gonna try and get to the ceiling too, but it depends on, I don't know, if we can get to it, because we wanna completely finish painting before we do the drywall, or before we do put the new ceiling over. So that's current progress. I am in love with this color. It looks even better than I imagined it would. I love it. So at this point, the painting is completely done on the accent wall, on all four walls really. So now we're moving on to putting up the accent wall. I'm actually gonna power through this part and just let everything kind of play through really fast, because I am planning on making a separate video on how exactly I planned, designed, and put together this accent wall. Very affordable accent wall, by the way. So I'm just gonna power through this with some quick footage of us putting it together. But yeah, in case anyone is wondering more details on how we did it, a separate video will be coming out later with those details. Gotta go in there and fix that little bit. You know, this went really pretty smoothly. I mean, how long has it been? Probably about an hour?
Maybe like 45 minutes actually.
Yeah,
Well, let's check.
Because really,
Started.
Oh
No, it's been like an hour.
Okay, well, still not bad. All right, so quick update. Accent wall is done. We finished it yesterday. Actually went off mostly without a hitch, and I'm quite pleased. We only made one major mistake, and I already fixed it, a touch-up up there. And the floor, we leveled it today, so the floor is level. See a couple spots actually around here. We have to get these spots. Well, the floor is mostly level, and we'll be ready for the tile soon. We already have the tile. I think I told you guys that yesterday, but we're waiting for the underlayment to come. I ordered it on Amazon and it will be here on Tuesday. Today is Sunday, so it'll be a couple more days. And in the spirit of just adding new things and new elements, we're changing out this old outlet here, and we're replacing it with this new one. Inexpensive thing, which kind of just helps to update the space. It's a good thing.
Whoa!
Now we come to the most labor-intensive and difficult and complex part of this renovation, tiling the bathroom floors. Now, I don't want this portion of the video to be taken as a how-to video because, like I say in every single one of my videos on this channel, full disclosure, we are not good at this. This was our very first time tiling a floor, and it was hard. It was a great learning experience, but it was not easy. We made a lot of mistakes along the way, but mistakes obviously that we learned from. I'm just letting this play as I talk, and then after I'm done talking, I'll just kind of let it roll through so you guys can see the process. And this will not have a separate how to tile a floor video because we are absolutely not professionals at this. But we did learn with the help of YouTube. One of the biggest issues and one of the most difficult parts of tiling this floor, I mean, I guess any floor, one of the most important but also most difficult things for us was making sure that the floor was prepped properly. And that's really where, whenever we ran into issues, that's where all the issues stemmed from us not properly prepping the subfloor well enough. That pretty much just meant making sure we got every single last bit of existing mortar that was still on the floor. We used sledgehammers, regular hammers. Really, it probably would have been really beneficial if we had used something like maybe like a jackhammer type thing. I don't really know what they're called. See, I told you I'm not good at this, but it probably would have been helpful to use something like that to make sure that remnants of the old mortar and old pieces of tile were completely 100% removed from the floor. In fact, as I record this right now, we're working on another bathroom renovation, which I'm also documenting for the channel. That will also include demoing and having the floor tiled, and we are going to pay somebody to do that. We're paying a professional to do that. The good thing about this experience is that it taught us that we are not good at it, not yet, and we are not yet experienced enough to tackle tiling a floor again. And this bathroom that we're renovating is a full bathroom. Now, this was a half bathroom, so this was a good starter project for us. This was a good, like, kind of practice go at tiling a floor because the floor is not going to get wet, you know, because it's not a full bathroom, it's only a half bathroom. All in all, this was a great learning experience, and we made mistakes along the way. We did our best to correct those mistakes, and overall the floor turned out beautifully and we love it. But all that to say, next time we tile a floor, we are paying somebody to do it. So enjoy some of these clips of me and Ace doing our best to basically learn how to tile our bathroom floor. Looks a little lopsided, babe. Oh wait, no it doesn't.
No, it doesn't. Oh wait, no, it doesn't. Oh, you got a Tweedledee and Tweedledum here talking.
What did I do?
What do you want?
Do you consent to being on camera?
Yes.
What?
Yes. It's my buddy Corey. He builds things and does things.
He lives in Alaska too.
He lives in Alaska. He came all the way over here to put up our lights.
Mm-hmm. Just for this. No other reason. I will turn on the switch, okay? It's time. Where's the switch? And yeah. Let there be light. Oh yeah. Oh, it's a nice soft light too. Your hands are bigger than yours.
But your hands are skinnier than mine.
Yeah.
Weird. Do we have like a flashlight?
And here it is. It's finally done. The half bathroom is fully renovated. This took probably almost an entire year. We started this right when I was about to start my internship, which in retrospect was not the best idea, but it happened and here we are. We could not be more pleased with how it came out. It took a lot of time to get everything to come together. Like I said, we made some mistakes, and we learned quite a lot doing this. I will link all of the things you see used here below. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'm glad to be back too, by the way. Thanks so much for watching.